Okay, students, in continuation of the previous class, just I am going to explain the problems related to scalar product of two vectors. Okay. Now, exercise 10.3 problems. First, find the angle between two vectors A bar and B bar with magnitudes root 3 and 2 respectively, having A bar dot B bar equal to root 6. The angle between the two vectors A bar and B bar with magnitudes root 3 and 2, so that the dot product of the two vectors A bar dot B bar is root 6. So to find the angle between the two vectors A bar and B bar, let us take the definition of the dot product of the vectors. Given A bar dot B bar is root 6. But by definition of the dot product of two vectors, A bar dot B bar is modulus of A bar, modulus of B bar, cosine of angle between A bar and B bar, theta, is root 6 here. But A bar, mod A bar is given by root 3. Mod B bar is given as 2. But modulus of A bar is root 3. Modulus of B bar is 2. This is given. Therefore, from this relation, root 3 into 2 and cosine of angle between A and B is root 6. So, from this relation, cos theta is root 6 by 2 root 3. Root 6 by 2 root 3, which gives us 1 by root 2. Since cos theta is 1 by root 2, theta takes the value pi by 4, 45 degrees. Hence, therefore, the angle between A bar and B bar is equal to pi by 4. Just by definition of the dot product, A bar dot B bar is mod A bar to mod B bar cos theta, cosine of the angle between A and B. But mod A bar, the magnitude of A bar is given root 3. Mod B bar, the magnitude of B bar is given 2. By taking mod A bar as root 3 and mod B bar as 2, we get cos theta as root 6 by 2 root 3, which is 1 by root 2. Hence, clearly, theta takes the value 45, pi by 4. Hence, the angle between A bar and B bar is pi by 4. Next problem. Second problem. Find the angle between the vectors I minus 2j plus 3k and 3i minus 2j plus k. Finding out the angle between the two given vectors. For this, let us consider the two vectors as a bar and b bar. A bar is I minus 2j plus 3k. B bar 3i minus 2j plus k. Let us consider the two vectors are a bar and b bar. Now the angle between the vectors. Now angle between a bar and b bar, that is theta equal to cos inverse of a bar dot b bar by modulus of a bar modulus of b bar. This is the formula for finding of the angle between two vectors based on dot product. Theta equal to cos inverse of a bar dot b bar by mod a bar mod b bar. That is cos inverse of a bar dot b bar I minus 2j plus 3k dot b bar is 3i minus 2j plus k, of course, by magnitude of these two vectors. Square root of 1 plus 4 plus 9 into square root of 9 plus 4 plus 1. Okay. Magnitude of the vectors. Square root of I component square, k component, j component square, k component square. That is cos inverse of taking the dot product of these two vectors. 1 into 3, 3. Minus 2 into minus 2 plus 4. 3 into 1 plus 3 by this is root 14 into root 14, that gives us 14. Hence this is cos inverse of, this is done by 14, that is pi by 7. The required angle between the two vectors is cos inverse of 5 by 7, 5 by 7. This is the formula for finding the angle between two vectors based on the dot product of the vectors. Next, third one. Find the projection of the vector. Find the projection of the vector I minus j on the vector I plus j. The projection of one vector on the other vector. For this, let us consider the vectors are a bar and b bar. Let us consider a bar is I minus j, b bar is I plus j. Now projection of length of the projection. Here the sense of projection is length of the projection. So length of projection of a bar on b bar. The length of the projection of a bar on b bar is a formula, that is a bar dot unit vector along the projection is needed. The projection is needed along b bar, hence unit vector along b bar. That means a bar dot b cap. That is a bar dot b bar by modulus of b bar. B bar by modulus of b bar gives us b cap, unit vector in the direction of b bar. So that is a bar dot b bar by modulus of b bar itself. A bar is I minus j dot b bar in the numerator I plus j by its magnitude. square root of 1 plus 1. 1 square plus 1 square, of course. Clearly this is scalar. The scalar involved in the dot product can be taken as common here. Hence 1 by root 2 into dot product may be written in between these two vectors. I minus j dot I plus j. Okay. This is 1 by root 2 into the dot product is here 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So hence totally 0. The length of the projection of A bar and B bar is 0 itself. The length of the projection of A bar along B bar is 0. That means A bar and B bar are perpendicular here. The dot product is 0. Hence A bar and B bar is perpendicular. Once A bar is perpendicular to B bar, the length of the projection of A bar on B bar is clearly 0. Once B bar is this direction and A bar is like this, so theta is 90. Hence the projection is A bar dot B bar is 0. The projection is cos 90. Mod A bar cos 90 is 0. So hence the projection is 0. That means we can conclude that. That means we can conclude that from this problem we can conclude that A bar is perpendicular to B bar. That conclusion we can give. From length of the projection of A bar on B bar is 0. Once it is 0, clearly A bar is perpendicular to B bar. Okay. Next one. The next problem is same. Projection of one vector on another vector. Same model. You can take it as homework. The fifth one. Of course, this is also a simple problem. Show that each of the given three vectors each of the given three vectors is a unit vector. The vectors are 1 by 7 into 2i plus 3j plus 6k. This is one vector. Similarly, 1 by 7 into 3i minus 6j plus 2k. This is second vector. 1 by 7 into 6i plus 2j minus 3k, the third vector. Also show that they are mutually perpendicular vectors. Mutually perpendicular to each other. Show that the given three vectors are unit vectors. Again, we have to show that they are mutually perpendicular to each other. Further, let us consider the vectors are A bar. That is one vector. B bar, the second vector. C bar, the third vector. let the three vectors be A bar, B bar, C bar. Okay. Now we have to show that they are unit vectors. To show these three are unit vectors, the magnitude of these three vectors is 1 unit. So therefore, consider the magnitude of A bar, modulus of A bar, the magnitude of A bar, that is 1 by 7 into square root of 2 square plus 3 square plus 6 square itself. Of course, 2 by 7 whole square, 3 by 7 whole square, 6 by 7 whole square. 7 square taking common from the root, we get 1 by 7 out of the root. So that you can write the magnitude of that vector is 1 by 7 into square root of I coefficient square, j coefficient square, k coefficient square, which is 4 plus 9 plus 36. Clearly this is 7. 49 under root 7. 7 by 7, 1. The magnitude of A bar is 1. Similarly, show that the magnitude of B bar is 1. Magnitude of C bar is also 1. And then the dot product of these three vectors taken pairwise, the dot product of three vectors taken pairwise is 0, because we had to show that these three vectors are mutually perpendicular to each other. For that, modulus of B bar, modulus of B bar is once again 1 by 7 into square root of 3 square minus 6 square plus 2 square, which is again 1 by 7 into square root of 9 plus 36 plus 4 itself, root 49 by 7, that means 1. And modulus of C bar is here 1 by 7 into square root of 6 square plus 2 square, of course minus 3 square. That is also 1 by 7 into 36 plus 4 plus 9 itself, that is also 1. Therefore, mod A bar is same to that of mod B bar is same to that of mod C bar equal to 1. Hence, A bar, B bar, C bar are unit vectors. Unit vectors. First part of the problem. We have to show that each vector is a unit vector. Each vector is a unit vector. For that, their magnitudes are equal to 1. We are showing that modulus of A bar is modulus of B bar is modulus of C bar equal to 1. Similarly, again, consider the dot product of A bar and B bar. That is 1 by 7 into 2i plus 3j plus 6k dot 1 by 7 into 3i minus 6j plus 2k, taking the dot product of A bar and B bar. This is sum m into A bar dot n into B bar. In such case, you can take m and n common. Mn means 1 by 7 into 1 by 7, 1 by 49. Taking the dot product of these two, 2 into 3. 2 into 3 item, multiplying items. Actually 2 into 3 into I dot I. I dot I is always equal to 1. Similarly, 3 into minus 6 into j dot j is 1 plus 6 into 2. K dot k is 1. You need not write I dot I, j dot j, k dot k, because they are all 1. So that is 1 by 49 into, this is 6 minus 18 plus 12, which is clearly 0. Therefore, A bar is perpendicular to B bar. You can conclude that since they are unit vectors, they are non-zero vectors. A dot B such that A dot B is 0. Hence, A is perpendicular to B bar. Similarly, consider B dot C. That is 1 by 7 into B is 3i minus 6j plus 2k dot 1 by 7 into C bar is 6i plus 2j minus 3k, of course. So here is also 1 by 7 into 1 by 7, 1 by 49 into taking the dot product of these two, 3 into 6 plus minus 6 into 2, of course, plus 2 into minus 3. That is 1 by 49 into 18 minus 12 minus 6, which is clearly 0. Therefore, B bar is perpendicular to C bar. A bar is perpendicular to B bar. B bar is perpendicular to C bar. Hence, A bar is perpendicular to C bar itself. So, A bar is perpendicular to B bar, comma B bar is perpendicular to C bar implies A bar is perpendicular to C bar itself. Therefore, A bar, B bar, C bar are mutually perpendicular to each other. Mutually perpendicular to each other. They are orthogonal unit triad vectors. As if I is AK. They are orthogonally because any two are at right angle and their magnitudes is also 1. Hence, they are called orthogonal unit triad vectors. Orthogonal unit triad vectors. Each and every definition and point related in the concept is very important. So, one should go through the concept perfectly and apply the concept to the problems. Just to solve the problems, you have to apply the required concept. Okay. Next one. Sixth bit, this is one important one. You can expect such problems to the board exam. Find modulus of A bar and modulus of B bar if A bar plus B bar dot A bar minus B bar equal to 8 and given 8 modulus of A bar equal to modulus of B bar. You have to find the magnitudes of A bar and B bar, mod A bar, mod B bar, such that the dot product of A bar plus B bar and A bar minus B bar is 8 and A into magnitude of A bar equal to magnitude of B bar follows. That is our question. Okay. So, analyze the given conditions. This is A bar plus B bar dot A bar minus B bar is 8. Okay. Since dot product is distributive, you can apply the distributive law for evaluation of this product. So, that is A bar dot this vector A bar minus B bar Similarly, plus b bar dot a bar minus b bar is 8. Just I am applying distributive law of the dot product with vector addition or vector subtraction. That is again applying right distributive law here. A dot A minus A dot B plus B dot A minus B dot B is 8. But A dot B is same to that of B dot A, and here having opposite signs. So you can remove this one because dot product follows commutativity. So A dot B is same to that of B dot A, but here we have opposite signs, hence you can remove these two terms. That gives us A bar dot A bar, that is modulus of A bar square, because by definition of the dot product, mod A bar mod B bar cos 0. Angle between A and A is 0. So cos 0 is 1. Hence mod A into mod B is mod A is mod A square. Similarly, this is mod B bar square is 8. These two are scalars. Modulus, once we take the modulus of the vector, we get a scalar. Okay. That is x square minus y square equal to 8, where assuming mod A bar as x, mod B bar as y. Okay. This is let it be first relation between mod A bar and mod B bar. Similarly, again given 8 into mod A bar equal to mod B bar implies 8x equal to 1. This is second relation, given relation. Now solving 1 and 2, we get x and y values. That means mod A and mod B values. Now from 1 and 2, 1 comma 2, eliminating y may be written as 8x here. So 8x whole square equal to 8. That gives us, this is minus 63x square is 8. 63x square. Okay. Dot product. I thought that this is mod A bar, 8 mod A bar is mod B bar, x square. We are getting x square as negative, which is not possible actually. Okay. I will go through the answer and we will this is the sixth problem. 16, 9 into 7, 16 root 2, 16 root 2 by 3 root 7. 63 is okay. 63 is okay. 64x square minus 63x square equal to 8. So this is not 8. I thought that. That is not 8. $256. 8. 16 root 2. Okay. I think this is not 8. This is not 8 here. 16 root 2 square. What is 16 root 2 square? 16 16s, 256 into 2. 256 into 2. Okay. 12, 10, 11 and 4, 1. 512. Once it is 512, we get the required answer. Otherwise, we do not get the required answer here. That is wrong. I thought that this is minus dot product minus 512. 512 by minus 512. I thought that. This is minus 512. This is minus 512. Hence this is minus 512. Hence this is minus 512. Once this is minus 512. Okay. In such case, this is minus 512. So this is minus 512. X square takes the value 63. So x takes the value square root of 512 by 63. This is 256 into 2 by 9 into 7, of course, under root. For this 60, root 2 by 3 root 7. As per our given answer, it should be minus 512. It is not 8. That was wrong. Okay. Once it is minus 512 only, we get the required answer. X as 16 root 2 by 3 root 7. So once x is x equal to mod a bar. Mod a bar equal to 16 root 2 by 3 root 7. But whereas y equal to, therefore y is mod b bar equal to 8 into x. 8 into 16 root 2 by 3 root 7. Okay. This is x and y, mod a bar and mod b bar. Unless and otherwise, this is minus 5 on 2 and this relation is valid. X must be 16 root 2 by 3 root 7. As per given answer, here mod a bar is given 16 root 2 by 3 root 7. Y is different, whereas y is different. So as per our given conditions, that x and y are like that. Okay. X square cannot be negative. So to make it x square negative, to make it x square positive, just I am taking negative sign here. Actually, the given problem has a little bit flaw. As per given x, we are changing that value. Based on that, we get x value, y value. But the procedure is noted here. The procedure is important to find such x. Okay. Now next problem. Next problem, directly product. Dot product, taking the dot product by distributive law. Let us take 8th problem. Find the magnitude of two vectors A bar and B bar having having the same magnitude, having same magnitude. Having the same magnitude. Magnitude and such that the angle between them is 60 degrees and their scalar product is 1 by 2 and their scalar product is 1 by 2. Find the magnitude of two vectors. Magnitude of two vectors having the same magnitude, of course, such that the angle between them is 60 and their scalar product is 1 by 2. Given magnitude of A bar is same to that of magnitude of B bar. Magnitude of A bar equal to magnitude of B bar. And given the angle between vectors is 60 implies theta equal to, of course, theta equal to cos inverse of by dot product A bar dot B bar by mod A bar mod B bar equal to 60. Hence A bar dot B bar by mod A bar mod B bar is cos 60. But the scalar product means A dot B is given 1 by 2. But A bar dot B bar is 1 by 2. And the angle is 60. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. So, but A bar dot B bar is 1 by 2 implies. Therefore, 1 by 2 by mod A bar into mod B bar equal to cos 60 is also 1 by 2. Hence, mod A bar into mod B bar is 1. But modulus of A bar and modulus of B bar is same. Hence, mod A bar equal to mod B bar equal to 1 itself. Because both modulus of A bar is modulus of B bar. Replacing modulus of B bar with modulus of A bar, mod A bar square is 1, mod A bar is 1, hence mod B bar is also 1. The magnitude of the vectors is 1, provided the scalar product of the vectors is off and the angle between them is 60. Next one. Tenth problem. Ninth one is simple problem. Just mod x square minus mod by a square is 12. Mod a square is given as 1. And so we get mod x square immediately. In 10th problem, if a bar is given as 2i plus 2j plus 3k, b bar is given as minus I plus 2j plus k, and C bar is given as 3i plus j, or such that A bar plus lambda B bar is perpendicular to C bar. Find the value of lambda. Find the value of lambda. Once a bar plus lambda b bar is perpendicular to c bar, then find the value of lambda here. Here given a bar plus lambda b bar is perpendicular to c bar. So therefore, that implies and implied a bar plus lambda b bar dot c bar is 0. This is one vector, this is one vector. These two vectors are at right angle. Hence their dot product is clearly 0. Therefore, since dot product is distributive, a bar dot c bar plus lambda into b bar dot c bar is 0 itself. A bar dot c bar, dot product of these two, that is a dot c, 2i plus 2j plus 3k dot c, 3i plus j plus lambda into b dot c minus I plus 2j plus k dot c, 3i plus j is clearly 0. Apply the dot product of a and c here and b and c there. So that taking the dot product of these two vectors, we get 2 into 3, 6. 2j plus dot j, that is plus 2. Here is no k term, hence 0k into 3k, that is 0. Plus lambda into, similarly this is minus 3 plus 2 plus 0 is 0. Minus 3 plus 2 gives us minus 1, hence minus lambda. So 8 minus lambda equal to 0. Lambda takes the value 8 itself. Once the vector a bar plus lambda b bar is perpendicular to the vector c bar, then their dot product is 0. By taking the dot product, by applying the distributive law of the dot products, a dot c plus lambda b dot c is 0. Hence, we get lambda value as 8. Very simple problems. These are all very simple problems. Once you go through the concepts and proper application of the concepts, these are all very simple problems. Show that mod A bar into B, of course B bar, plus mod B bar into A bar. This is a scalar, this is a vector. A vector is multiplied by a scalar. Similarly here, it is scalar multiplied a vector. Is perpendicular to mod A bar multiplied B bar minus mod B bar multiplied A bar. For any non-zero two vectors A bar and B bar. For any two non-zero vectors. Two non-zero vectors. Show that the given two vectors for any two non-zero vectors A bar and B bar, of course. This is one vector, this is one vector. These two are at right angle. That is the problem here. We have to show that these two vectors are at right angle. Let the vectors be, let capital P bar is mod A bar B bar plus mod B bar A bar. Q bar is mod A bar B bar minus mod B bar A bar. Consider, to show these two vectors are perpendicular, consider that dot product P bar dot Q bar, that is mod A bar B bar plus mod B bar A bar, sum m into B bar plus n into A bar. Similarly, mod A bar B bar m into B bar minus n into A bar, like that. So this is dot, this is dot, because taking dot here. Dot product is distributive, so multiply these two and then multiply these two. Mod A bar B bar dot same vector mod A bar B bar, these two. Similarly, minus mod A bar B bar dot mod B bar mod B bar into A bar, these two dot product. Similarly, these two dot product A bar dot mod A bar B bar minus mod B bar A bar dot mod B bar A bar. These two are scalars, so multiply these two at first. That gives us mod A square, mod A into mod A square into B dot B here, B dot B. Similarly, multiplying the scalars at first, mod A, mod B, mod A into mod B into B dot A. Similarly here, mod B into mod A into A dot B minus mod B square into A dot E. Okay. These two are same because mod A into mod B, mod A into mod B. B dot A is same to that of A dot B, but there are of opposite signs. So hence you can remove these two because these two are equal. So the remaining terms are mod A bar square, B dot B gives us mod B bar square minus mod B bar square into mod A bar square, because A dot A is mod A bar square. Again these two are equal, x square y square minus y square x square. So hence 0. The dot product of P and Q is 0. Hence P bar is perpendicular to Q bar. Therefore P bar dot Q bar is 0 implies, and implied of course P bar is perpendicular to Q bar. Hence this vector is perpendicular to this vector for any non-zero vectors A bar and B bar. A simple logic question. This is, you can expect these questions as one mark questions in board exams. If A bar dot A bar is 0 and A bar dot B bar is 0, then what can be concluded about the vector B bar? Then what can be concluded? what can be concluded about the vector B bar. B bar. This is our problem. Okay. A dot A is 0. A dot A is 0 means, by definition of the dot product, A bar dot A bar is 0 implies this is magnitude of A bar square is 0. Hence magnitude of A bar is 0. A bar is a null vector. So A bar is a 0 vector or null vector. 0 vector or null vector. 0 bar. That is clearly A bar is 0 bar. Again, A bar dot B bar is 0. A bar dot B bar is 0 means that implies A bar is 0 bar dot B bar is 0, which is valid for any vector B bar, because the dot product of any vector with 0 bar is 0. So which is valid for any vector B bar. Hence B bar is any vector. These relations follows to us. B bar is any vector. These relations are follows. This is any vector, whatever may be the vector that you consider as B bar. This relation follows once this relation follows. Next, 30. This is an important problem. If A bar, B bar, C bar are unit vectors, such that A bar plus B bar plus C bar is 0 bar. Find the value of A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. Find the value of A dot B, B dot C, C dot A. For this given mod A bar equal to 1, mod B bar equal to 1, mod C bar equal to 1. The magnitudes of A bar, B bar, C bar is 1 because they are unit vectors. Now consider A bar plus B bar plus C bar dot A bar plus B bar plus C bar itself. Which is by distributive law A dot A dot B, A dot C, B dot A, B dot B, B dot C, C dot A, C dot B, C dot C. Dot product is commutative, hence straight away you can write it as A bar dot A bar plus B bar dot B bar plus C bar dot C bar. B dot A dot B is same, so twice to that of A dot B. Similarly, A dot C, C dot A is same. Similarly, B dot C, C dot A is same. Hence, that is B dot C plus C dot A. Each term we get twice. A dot B, B dot A, one and the same. Hence, twice you can take twice to that of A dot B. Similarly, twice to that of B dot C, twice to that of C dot E. Just like A plus B plus C whole square. This is mod A bar square mod b bar square mod c bar square plus twice to the top a dot b, b dot c, c dot a. Okay. But a bar plus b bar plus c bar is 0 bar. So 0 bar dot 0 bar. That is 0 bar dot 0 bar is 0. This is 1 square. This is 1 square. This is 1 plus 2 into a dot b, b dot c, c dot a. Since this is 0, this is 3. We get minus 3 equal to twice to the top a dot b, b dot c, c dot a. The required value is minus 3 by 2. Hence, therefore, b dot c, c dot a is minus 3 by 2. This is our answer. Hence, a dot b, b dot c, c dot a is minus 3 by 2 because a bar plus b bar plus c. 0 bar, you can take 0 bar here. 0 bar dot 0 bar, 0. So, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. Taking this 3 this time, this to this side, we get minus 3. Minus 3 equal to 2 into a dot b, b dot c, c dot a. So, from that, we can able to find a dot b, b dot c, c dot a as minus 3 by 2. Next one, 15th one. Take 14th homework and 15th one is if the vertices a comma b comma c of a triangle ABC or a is 1, 2, 3. B is minus 1, 0, 0. C is 0, 1, 2. Then find the angle ABC. That is the angle between the vectors BA bar and BC. BC. That is the angle between BA and BC to be evaluated here. For that, A, B, C are given in as three-dimensional points. From that, you can able to find the position vectors of the points and the vectors BA and BC. Then you can able to find the angle between these two vectors. So here A is 1, 2, 3 implies OI bar, the position vector is I plus 2j plus 3k. B given as minus 1, 0, 0 implies the position vector of B. OB bar is minus sign. C is the point 0, 1, 2 implies OC bar equal to the position vector of C is 0i, that means 0 bar plus j plus 2k itself, that means j plus 2k itself. These are the position vectors of the points. Now find BA bar. That means by position vectors OA bar minus OB bar. OA minus OB. OA minus OB is 2i plus 2j plus 3k. Similarly BC. OC minus OB. OC minus OB. OC minus OB is subtraction of this OB from this one, we get plus I. So I plus j plus 2. So BA bar and BC bar are the vectors 2i plus 2j plus 3k and I plus j plus 2k. Now angle ABC is cos inverse of angle between these two vectors. Hence BA bar dot BC bar, their magnitudes, dot product of the vectors by their magnitudes gives us cosine of angle between the vectors. Take the dot product of BA BC and magnitudes of BA and BC here to get the angle between BA and BC. That means angle ABC. That is equal to cos inverse of here BA dot BC. BA dot BC is 2i plus 2j plus 3k dot I plus j plus 2k, of course, by their magnitudes 4 plus 4 plus 9 into square root of 1 plus 1 plus 4. That is cos inverse of 2 plus 2 plus 6 by, this is root 17 into, this is root 6. Cos inverse of 10 by, this is 102. So 10 by under root 17 into 6, 102. Still you can simplify that one. So angle ABC is cos inverse of 10 by square root of 102 itself. Show that the points A127, B263, C is 310 minus 1 are collinear. The given points are collinear. Already this problem is discussed in 3D geometry, but vectorially how to show that these 3 points are collinear. For that, let us consider the position vectors of points. OA bar is I plus 2j plus 7k. B is given 263, implies OB bar equal to 2i plus 6j plus 3k. C is the point 310 minus 1, implies OC bar equal to 3i plus 10j minus k. Let us consider AB bar and AC bar here. Let us consider here AB bar, that is OB bar minus OA bar. AB bar is OB bar minus OA bar. OB minus OA, that is I plus 4j plus minus 4k. Okay, 3 minus 7 gives us minus 4. And similarly find AC bar. AC bar, OC minus OA. OC minus OA is 2i, 10 minus 2, 8j, minus 1 minus 8k. This is equal to AC bar equal to, taking 2 common, we get 2 into I plus 4j minus 4k. So therefore, AC bar equal to 2 into I plus 4j minus 4k is AB bar. AC bar equal to some constant into AB bar. So AC bar is some constant into AB bar means AC and AB are parallel. So that implies and implied AC bar is parallel to AB bar, which implies and implied ABC are collinear. Since the direction of AC is same to that of the direction of AB itself. AC is twice to that of AB. So both are in the same direction or in the same line. Hence ABC, that is possible when our ABC are collinear. So the points are collinear. This is the procedure of showing the given points collinear. Collinearity of 3 points in the vectorial method. Otherwise find DRs. DRs means x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. Those are the DRs of AB. Similarly, DRs of AC. Once the DRs are proportional, ABC are collinear. That is one more method followed in 3-dimensional geometry to show the collinearity of 3 points. This is the vectorial method. You can go through any method to show the collinearity of the 3 points.